Respected friends, let us have the joy and delight of tuning to the divinity in all these five forms, knowing fully well that they are with us, and because of them alone, everything is happening in our life. The Shruti Mata, the Shastras, the Guru Tattva, the Guru Parampara, our own Swaguru and our Acharyas, and what a wonderful, kind, compassionate, serving Devata Ganas within us, they are around us, they are consciously monitoring us and replenishing our energies, equipping us with the strengths. But for these Devatas' presence, none of our faculties would have functioned sufficiently for us to conduct our life, worldly or spiritual. So, our gratefulness, salutations to them, and mentally only offering whatever we can offer to them, you know, and in upasanas, in yajnas, really when we do them and then offer the offerings, the attitudes are the ones which they love it. Paroksha priyayavahi devaha. So when we give them even that bhojanadi, naivedyadi, that attitude is the one with which they feel satisfied. So make them happy through all the processes. So to the Paramatma, the Ishvara, the most infinite, powerful, all pervading one, in whatever the form we would like to, we can remember him. With form and name, important thing to be remembered is he is the wielder of Maya with which he is managing the show of the entire world. Mm. Acceptance of the presence of that Ishvara is always good for us, which gives us confidence, etc. Then the real truth, the Paramatma, Parabrahma, salutations to that Paramatma and to all of them our respective prayers to be with us. And then let us just shake and see within us also, as the sadhaka has become stronger today, is it Jignasu became stronger, is the Mumukshu has become more stronger, taking the deep roots. What about the Bhakta in me? Just now we saw. So to the Shishya, that also we saw when we served the Guru. And then in us, the Sevaka. And then the one who carries the baton ahead of the Shastra Jnana, that is the Dharma Samsthavak. Having seen for these identities in us and feeling grateful before we enter into the Parayanams, Shastra Dhenam, 3-4 minutes discussion, even shorter than that today. See, just like when we are aware or not aware, something goes on happening in the world. In protecting ourselves, there are some rules are there. The rule is that of doing our duty, being honest and pure, not harming anyone. Such 4 5 rules, when they are there, even though the world is going through any chaotic stage, still we will be safe. Those few traits or the clarities we should have, like traffic. How much unruly the traffic may be, so much of what you call jammed and all. But if I know my driving and my rules, follow them, then I am not, you know, inviting any problems. See, ये सब करने के बाद भी कुछ होता है, वो तो प्रारब्ध है. But in spite of all that, maintaining the speed, maintaining the lane, slowly, steadily negotiating. These few hours when I know, I can go through the traffic. So too in life, they generally few things. So many happen out of our own control. We don't know. But still, some what do you call, some clear ideas, understandings, when we have, execute them, we are safe. So too within our own sharira body, how many of the variety of the things that happen. I know so many hundreds and thousands of functionings happening at each of the cell level, the nerves level, the muscles level, the bones level, the variety of systems. How much of that we can become aware of, Batao? And how long we can continuously become aware of it? And yet, some rules are there, norms are there, like the timely food, the timely rest, some good activities, good exercises done, you know, some type of these things when you, as a good guidance received from a good doctor or such person, little yoga or pranayam, karo, तो then the thing is balanced, life goes on. Some things थोड़ा कुछ हमको जानना है जिसको करने से हम सेफ रहते हैं, पूरा बाकी तो वी कांट मैनेज, isn't it? And once in a while we go for tests and that we see what is deficiency, what is increasing. Again, little bit balance kar lo, then again the life moves ahead. In the same way, with these two examples we gave only to convey this third important thing is in our own life also in general, especially at the level of mana. Whole world is in the mind. Therefore, all dangers, risks, fears, problems, all are in the mind. You know, as we grow in age, unless we are deeply established and deep sadhana, variety things happen in the mind. The fear psychosis will come, the anxieties will come, the uncertainties उसको देखकर फिर से डर लगता है, and then we don't know where we are entering into. Not only to the general people we are talking, you and I as the ones who have entered onto spiritual path. How many of these anxieties will be, fears will be, uncertainties will be, doubts, tentativeness, etc. So many things will bother. All of them, the mind's moods only, mind's thoughts only. Remember it. More than that, they don't have any reality. But enough to trouble us, these things. Then what to do? I know. These three things, if we can become clear and maintain them, there can be lesser worry, tension in us. One is the faith in the goal chosen, isn't it? How important is this aspect? The faith in the nobility of the goal chosen when it is strong in us. Like we have chosen the goal indicated by this Upanishads, the Paramatma. So, how many millions of rishis have experienced it? In all the Shruti Smriti, that is what is mentioned. Therefore, the goal chosen by me is correct, perfect. In this way, we have to have that clarity, the faith in that goal chosen. Because many a times, the doubt in the goal also brings all other problems in life. And all the problems are mental only. The mental problems are avoided when we are firm in the goal, when we have strength in the faith in the goal. So, anyway, we have chosen the noble goal. Now we are talking about you and me, not in general. So, through the study of Shastras, we knew that there is something, we know there is something substratum, the reality. And yesterday only we saw in one of the class that it is not seeable by any of the faculties. Today only we will see it in our Aitareya only. But then still it is there. The such Paramatma is there. Choosing him as the goal is not wrong. It is correct and it is perfect and it is beautiful. So that faith in the goal chosen by me has to be strengthened. That strength in that faith, is the one which avoids many of the problems of the psyche, the mind. It is another example is what even in the world, people, those are money minded or some other power minded or even fanatics. Is it not that faith they have in those goals chosen that they are doing, they are confident, isn't it? That's right or not secondary. So the wrong goal chosen people also, when they have faith in that, they are able to balance their mind's vagaries, isn't it? What they do is correct or not secondary. The achievement is good for the society or not, that is secondary. But then the faith, those who do the scams and all, what a faith in the goal of the scam, such a clarity they have. अलग अलग बिजनेस हर दिन आप देखते हो किसी को कोई आइडिया आ गया देन ही थ्रू floats that idea or thought, thousands join, they pay the money, so he gets 10 crores just eloped, gone with the money. See the faith in that fellow, faith in the terrorists, you see. I'm just telling the negative examples. So too, we should have the faith in the goal chosen, which really strengthens us. A lot of the things in the mind are the ones which weaken us, which pull us down and down day by day for various reasons. That's what I said. What happens at what time we don't know. So, as a protecting shield, we have to be having that faith in the goal chosen. And I remember in Bhagavan Shankara, Puja Gurudev, they have chosen the goal of spreading the Sanatana Dharma. What a strength in that faith that they never looked back, nor they allowed be attentive. Their mind to weaken them. तो कितना बढ़िया था कि नहीं वो. They went on living the whole life in working for that goal. Never had the doubt. Doubt is either in the goal or in the process or in maybe anything else. Whether people will accept or not, who cares? I will do my goal, that's it. This is very, very essential. Faith in the goal, strength of the faith. One thing. Second is what? In the process which we follow, the sadhana. In that sadhana, as well as in ourselves also, full confidence that what I am doing is correct and I can do and I can continue doing it. This confidence, the more we have, again, the second terrible aspects of the mind with various thoughts, it derails us, it frightens us, it threatens us, it totally demoralizes us. All of them can be conquered. Isn't it the mind? Why it behaves like that? We don't know from how many lives, what sort of various complexes in the mind we brought. The sensitivities, the fears, the anxieties, as we mentioned in the beginning, वो पूरा हमको ना लुढ़काता रहता है. मन इन जनरल होता रहता है, but in particularly when we are wanting to walk path spiritual, and also as the age when we are growing in, डर लगने लगता है. अलग अलग चीजें होते हैं. Why should we be? I am confident I am doing my classes. I am confident I am doing my daily sadhanas. I have full faith in the goal chosen by me. And I am confident that that goal one day I will reach. This is up to brim level. Maximum level of लगाते रहना. Not giving any chance to the mind. This terrible mind. Even this thing, having faith in the goal chosen and being confident also is the thought of mind, but that is positive, that is helpful. Yesterday as we saw in the yoga, the Vasishta, the two types of things are told to us in this, the negative one, the positive one, the Vidya Maya, the Vidya Maya, as said in the Tulasi Ramayanam, the negative vasanas, the positive vasanas. We were told, isn't it? In the same way, positive ones we have to strengthen and then go on battling inside to conquer the negative, because we will be made to be all alone in spirituality by the Lord to discover ourselves to be the support of everything. Those Periods will be so frightening, so terrible. When you're all alone and nothing is cooperating, you are on the path, but still there is doubt on the path, goal chosen itself. That time the Lord will be looking and laughing. We don't know that, but He will be just checking us. At that time, if something helps us, like Nachiketa, he was having that faith in the goal chosen. Therefore, waited 3 days. Hunger. He was not afraid. मैं मरूंगा 3 दिन नहीं खाने से नहीं सोने से. He was not worried about it. They're all fears of the mind. What will Yamaraj think? He's Yama. Everybody is afraid of him. तो all सब मन का thought होता है. उसको किसी को आने नहीं दिया. Straight. Father told me that he gave me to Yama. So I will just report to him. Then let us see interaction. If interaction happens, if he gives me a chance, he is prepared. All these are ambiguous only, isn't it? When will Yamaraja come? Don't know. How he receives this boy? Don't know. What will be the interaction? Don't know. Luckily, being the perfect Grahastha, Demadharmaraj, as told by his wife or children, wife or mantris, he took care of this Brahmana boy. Vaishwanaha Pravishati Atitir. And because of his good nature, he offered 3 boons. But if you were something else also, it could have been. But the boy was very confident, full of faith. Then when that offer came, intelligently right things he has chosen. So therefore, just nobody will tell you that the goal chosen by you is great. They will only pull you down. ये क्या हो रहा है तुमको दिन ब दिन ज़्यादा स्पिरिचुअलिटी कह रहे हो भगवान का नाम ले रहे हो हमसे बात नहीं कर रहे हो हमसे दूर दूर हो रहे हो. These worldly people, they are very jealous of us. Therefore, they create doubt in us. तुमको कुछ गड़बड़ हो रहा है दे से दे आर इन द गड़बड़ of taking the world as real and getting frustrated. We are trying to come out of it and reach the reality. We are in between period. They are in one extreme of totally being worldly. We were also like that. So they will have all these words. Your friends, your relatives. आजकल इसको क्या हो गया कहीं आ नहीं रहा मिल नहीं रहा. Then they take you into confidence and say, "Oh, मैं तुमसे 10 मिनट बात करना चाहता हूँ." दिन जैसे कि देखो वो स्पिरिचुअलिटी विचुअलिटी कुछ होता नहीं ऊपर ऊपर है बस सुनो ये वगैरह सीरियस मत लेना डू नो द बाबा जी who teaches you he also doesn't take it seriously they will pump all the doubts देखो होलिया देखो तुम्हारा क्या मानना है पहले कितने बढ़िया तुम ऐसे थे वैसे थे अभी तो उदास देवदास बन गए हो दिस इज हाउ द वर्ल्ड विल ट्राई सेम इज आवर माइंड then what is that which makes us conquer these negative thoughts? All are thoughts only. Is it not the faith in the goal chosen? Very crucial it is because this faith is such a thing. As long as it is there, it makes us do everything. But one moment when it goes away, and why it goes away, how it goes away, suddenly it goes away, we don't know. Totally the edifice will collapse. बहुत डेंजर होता है ये वाला. So maintain करते रहना at the brim level. And anything which adds to that faith is correct. Like my country should have the freedom. Anything adding to that faith is correct. My country is great. We want to rule our own country. For this, anything I am ready to do. Marunga ya marunga. Dekho, that faith, that thought is correct. I'll kill or I get killed for the freedom of my country. Even for that, he was ready. That great patriotic people. So to any of the scientists, when he takes up experiment, where is the proof? Where is the guarantee that he is going to get result? But is it not the faith in him in the goal chosen that he goes on doing 1, 2, 10, 20 experiment goes on doing कभी वो 25वां 30वां कभी सक्सेस होता है तो faith in the goal chosen is to be strengthened so much that any thought of the mind should not derail us. Everything is mind only. Again and again I am telling. It's only thoughts of mind. Our goal is go beyond the mind to see the self. The negative thoughts of the mind are conquered by this positive thing. And हम अकेला रहते हैं याद रख. Second is confidence in the path and the things which we are doing, like the classes we are doing. Have confidence in them. Yes, process may be slow, But it is so beautiful. The knowledge is coming to us, clarity is coming to us, understanding is coming to us, the confidence. So to the other things, whether you are doing japa, whether you are doing puja, so don't have the what is a lower opinion about these sadhanas. Confidence in their efficacy and confidence that I am going to do, that's it. Many a time क्या होता है ना, faith होता है लेकिन confidence नहीं होता है. Then the faith is of no use ना. Faith will be giving us experience when that is practiced. What makes us practice? The confidence. That which you do every day. Isn't it? Coming to class every day for years together is not a joke. Every day again. If I give you 3 दिन छुट्टी पर हफ्ता, मैं 3 दिन दे देता हूँ, आप 3 दिन ले लेते हैं और एक दिन आ जाते हैं. That can be done. है ना? But then what is that in you, few of you who are so regular in coming to all classes, Subha, Sham. So that's the what the confidence. Respect it. Become conscious of it. Whether it is gifted or self-made, but it is very precious. That confidence aspect. Then the third one is implementation. Isn't it? At the time of implementation also, full force we apply to see to it that that is done. क्यों नहीं होगा मेरे से? मैं बैठूंगा आधा घंटा, मैं करूंगा 5 माला जपा, मैं स्टार्ट करूंगा उपासना, and with full joy I'll do that, with the full faith that the Lord is there, receiving my puja, and He is going to bless me. कुछ नहीं होगा मुझे, मैं ठीक रहूंगा. You understand? Otherwise the mind will say, तुम बुड्ढे हो रहे हो, तुम्हारा याददाश्त खो रहा है. अरे कब था याददाश्त? कभी नहीं. It goes on poking all that things. And then क्या होने वाला है? Just meaningless fears. The answer is what? I am the pure Sachidananda Brahma in reality. For some time, I just as a jiva playing the role. I am going back to my identity. I am in that path. Perfect clarity है इसमें. बाकी सब मन only. The mind and the family friends around are same. Their whole ignorance they impose on us. They studied Shastra or we studied. Do they have the Guru Bhakti or do we have? We are doing sadhana, they are pakka samsari. They are fully caught up in the language of Mandukya, in the Anyatha Granam. Taking the self as the world as the self and living in that 100%, they are fully deluded. How can they be the authority? मुंह पे नहीं बोलना उनका, लड़ाई झगड़ा होता है, because the ignorant people are arrogant very much. They were very powerful. You know, their argument, their shoutings are so strong. We sensitive people, we can't counter, except few rare ones. The best is what? Stoop to conquer. मैं वहाँ जाकर देखता हूँ, रियली कुछ नहीं तो तुमको आकर बताऊँगा, मुझे जाने दो. That's how we have to tell them. To that self. So the faith in the goal chosen, the confidence in the path taken, and the implementation of it perfectly. Even at the time of implementation also, one or the other obstacles keep on coming. Keeping the age factor in the mind, obviously the strengths etc. उसके हिसाब से जो कर सकते हैं उसको करते रहे. अब जो नहीं कर सकते ना, like after 5-10 years, I may not be able to do all these classes, but I need not struggle. Isn't it? जो कर सकते हो उतना करें. 6-7 नहीं तो 4 करो, 3 करो. अब पूरा शक्ति 0 हो गया, एक ही क्लास करो. अभी वो भी नहीं है तो बैठो आराम. Inside inner sadhana तो anyway can go on, no? So the implementation, practically doing sadhana ke time, maybe again bring that faith, bring that confidence, and same thing. Why can't I do? I can. See that when I'm trying to say I can do, the inner mind says no, I can't, no, I can't. उसको हराना है, वही शैतान है ना? Or the 2-3 things are what? The fear of death, then fear of losing the worldly bhoga, These are the ones very deeply rooted, expressed in the form of these demoralizing traits or the thoughts. Isn't it? सब किसका खेल है? मन का ही खेल. Isn't it? And to understand all of that, to master the mind's moods, as we saw in our yesterday's morning introduction, it takes a little maturity. I'm aware of the mind. Mind is in this mood now, which is not right. This is a correct mood. Consciously brought it with the mood in the mind. What is to be done outside, I have done without getting affected by it, because I have nothing to gain or lose by doing or not doing something, but as an obligation I have done outside. I am the pure conscious self inside. इन चीजों में पूरा एस्टेब्लिश होने तक ये जंग वार चलता ही रहता है इनसाइड. जो हारना नहीं हमको, बस हारना नहीं. एंड फॉर दैट ओनली द रेगुलर शास्त्र अध्ययन, फॉर दैट ओनली रेगुलर उपासना टू अवर देवतास and guru. Again they are also with shraddha, that they are there, they will be there to help us right time, isn't it? Did Prahlada see Bhagwan? No, he had his own faith. The Lord is there. Is it not the strength of that faith that when he was tortured by his father and tried to kill in so many ways, didn't Narayana Paramatma come and protect him every time? Everywhere this is the case. That is why we are doing our evening classes on the stotrams, to strengthen our faith in this Saguna Lord and to strengthen our devotion to him. Yesterday, how beautiful. He Chandrachuda Madanantaka Shulapane Sthano Girisha Girijesha Mahesha Shambho He Parvati Vallabha Chandramaule, Anatham Mam Rakshasva Samsara Ghora Gahanat Jagadisha Raksha. What a top shloka it was. Do you enjoy or not? Did you enjoy or not? Kitna badhiya tha. Even today, every of this shloka directly addressing the Lord. And he is listening. Yes, my dear, I am there. As long as we are as Jiva in the body there, please remember, Ishvara also is there to protect us. When we go beyond our body as a self, there is no need of Ishvara also. I am that Brahman. बट वहां तक जाने के लिए है और जरूरत भी है. ईश्वर है, उनका अनुग्रह का जरूरत है. फॉर दैट द प्रेयर रिक्वायर्ड. So that way, tuning to our own gurus. My guru is there, he is watching me. My Lord is there. In every of sadhana, देखो योग दर्शन में, भक्ति में, कर्म में, ज्ञान में, where is the place where the guru and ईश्वर उपासना is not required? बताओ. Everywhere it is required. तो उसका भी मदद लेना. Faith in the goal, confidence in the path, and at the implementation time, undoubtedly doing it. While doing this way, the शत्रु, कंटिन्यूस शत्रु इनसाइड, जो मन कहते हैं ना, उसको हम दबाते आगे बढ़ सकते. Best example is how our today's Indian government, wonderful thing. I am surprised to see the confidence in them, faith in them, that whether it is China, whether it is Maldives, whether it is Pakistan, the external, internal, any number of oppositions of any states, anybody come, वो लोग सबको दबाकर अपना काम करते रहे. मजा आ रहा है मुझे देखकर. किसी को ओवर पावर होने नहीं देना. टू गिव अप इज वेरी इजी, isn't it? मेरे को क्या बढ़िया कहा जाना तो देश भाड़ में, like you and I do. We don't give up anything because we don't take up anything. We are such a useless fellows. I'm talking about myself. है कि नहीं? वो लोग लेकर कैसा कर रहे हैं? That's called faith. That's called confidence. They are established in that faith in confidence. The main duo. Nothing can shake them. Maha, as was said that day by the Mahatma Ji, Rajarshi hai wo log really. Then only the Ram Mandirs will come, then only the articles will be removed, then only the UCC will come, then only the whole country will be progressing in all aspects. In the same way, in our own life also, the Maya, the Moha, the Prarabdha, the nature, the deep inner vasanas expression, अरे एक शत्रु थोड़े हमारे. But luckily, none of them are permanent if you are conquering one by one them. Isn't it? So the faith, the confidence, implementation, let us be focusing on that. Let us come to a level that nobody needs to advise me. I myself am confident and walking the path, and I am ready to advise others. Not in arrogance, but that's how we have to. And how do we reach to that level? I know I am praying to my God and Guru, they take care. I know I am studying Shastra, it's inspiring me, strengthening my faith in my goal. I know I am doing my sadhana, what I am doing is really giving result, therefore I am confident of it. Then I am able to do. Isn't it? This is how a seeker is made to walk, keep on walking, and that walking only takes one to the destination one day. Om, Om, Om. ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्मविद्यासम्प्रदायकर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः ॐ निधये सर्वविद्यानां विषजे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः ॐ शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ॐ श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करम् ॐ विदितानमया विशदैककला न च किञ्चन काञ्चनमस्ति गुरो द्रुतमेव विदेहि कृपां सहजां भवशङ्करदेशिकमे शरणम् ॐ ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्तब्रह्मविद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः ऐतरेय उपनिषदाचार्येभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्तब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोध सनातनधर्मस्य विश्वशान्तिकल्याणैकता अस्मिन् धर्मसंस्थापने निश्चित अस्माकं सह सर्वेषां दिग्विजयार्थम् अनेकशास्त्र अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये ऋग्वेदान्तर्गत ऐतरेय उपनिषदः आद्यशंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययन पारायण प्रयत्नं साधना प्रयत्नं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे ॐ मनस्तावतमश्शान्त्यै यस्य पादनकच्छटा शरदिन्दुनिभाभाति तं वन्दे नीलचिन्मणिम् ॐ अथ श्री ऐतरेय उपनिषत् शान्तिमन्त्रः ॐ वाङ्मे मनसि प्रतिष्ठिता मनो मे वाचि प्रतिष्ठितमाविराविर्मयेधि वेदस्य वाणीस्तश्रुतं मे मा प्रहासैः अनेनाधीतेनाहोरात्रान् सन्ददामृतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतु तद्वक्तारमवतु मामवतु वक्तारमवतु वक्तारम् अवतु वक्तारम् ॐ शान्तिः 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 पारायणमथ द्वितीयोऽध्यायः ॐ पुरुषे हवा अयमादितो गर्भो भवदे यदेतद्रेदः तदेतत् सर्वेभ्यः अङ्गेभ्यः तेजः सम्भूतम् आत्मनि एव आत्मानं बिभर्ते तद्यदा स्त्रियां सिञ्जते अत येन जनयते तदस्य प्रथमं जन्म तत्स्त्रिया आत्मभूयं गच्छते यदा स्वमङ्गं तथा तस्मादेनां न हि नस्ति सा अस्येतमात्मानम् अत्र गतं भावयति सा भावयित्री भावयितव्या भवते तं स्त्रीगर्भं बिभर्ति सः अग्रे एव कुमारं जन्मनः अग्रे अधिभावयति स यत्कुमारं जन्मनः अग्रे अधिभावयति आत्मानमेव तद्भावयते येषां लोकानां सन्तत्या एवं सन्तता हि मे लोकाः तदस्य द्वितीयं जन्म ॐ शान्तिः 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 अथ तृतीयोऽध्यायः तृतीयो मन्त्रः एष ब्रह्म एष इन्द्रः एष प्रजापतिरेते सर्वे देवाः इमानि च पञ्चमहाभूतानि पृथिवी वायुराकाशापो ज्योतिंसित्येतानि इमानि च क्षुद्रमिश्राणि इव बीजानि इतराणि चाण्डजानि च चारुजानि च स्वेदजानि चोद्भिजानि चाश्वगावः पुरुषास्तिनो यत्किञ्चैदं प्राणिजङ्गमं च पतत्रि चेच्च स्थावरं सर्वं तत्प्रज्ञानेत्रं प्रज्ञाने प्रतिष्ठितं प्रज्ञानेत्रो लोकः प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठा Prajnanam Brahma, Prajnanam Brahma. Friends, in the understanding sequence, outer world of perceptions, perceiving sense organs form taking the antakarana or the mana or the chitta. Chitta rupa expressing pure conscious self. So the pure conscious self, which is infinite, called as Prajnanam, that alone is Brahman. With that, we have to identify. That is what is the thing talked. Now, that pure Brahman alone is in the form of the Vyashti and Samashti in the entire universe. Is what is brought in this last paragraph's Bhashya to this third mantra Mai Bhagavan Adi Shankara, which is a very precious content, important, sublime content to be heard, contemplated, taken into the heart in the light of this knowledge, with the light of this knowledge only. All other ignorances have to be dispelled, ignorances of darkness. So, what is the para? Beautiful. Tadetat pratyastamita sarva upadhi vishesham san. प्रत्यस्तमित सर्व उपाधि विशेष सारे उपाधि विशेष उस परब्रह्म में अस्तमित होते हैं. So what is the thought here is there is a state of being wherein that is the nirupadika sthiti. Now again one thing is important क्या है ना, as we were just discussing in the introduction, we are habituated to live the life at the upadhis level. Suddenly to think and talk about the Nirupadika Atman is frightening. Just like the ones who are staying in the luxuries of the town or the city with all amenities. Suddenly ask them to stay in a village with zero or less facilities or in a jungle. Suddenly उनको doubt भय लगता है because they are habituated to so many things here. डर लगता है बट वहाँ रहने लगने से तो पता चलता है here is more freedom than that being there. या गर्म पानी से अब चूल्हा लगाओ गर्म करो वहाँ कुछ नहीं जो है नहा लिया बस देयर इज अ फ्रीडम ओनली. We will recognize all of that. In the same way, living at the level of upadhi level, pratyastamita sarva upadhi vishesha sthiti, accepting it, having faith in it, accepting that that is greater and nobler is a compulsory thing, but it takes time. Give the time, but come to that level. This is where the role of vairagya, that with the upadhi as a limited individual, other than struggling and suffering, where am I getting continuous constant happiness? This viveka and vairagya, when it makes us feel not interested about living the life at the upadhi level, then the possibility of nirupadhika level of living and the glory of that is accepted. But there is such state wherein nirupadhika atma thadatmya will live. That doesn't mean the upadhi niranjanam. Nothing can stain it and impurify it from outside. Nirmalam. Nothing can impurify it from within. Because from inside or outside, to impurify, there must be something other than it. It is not there. Therefore, Niranjanam Nirmalam, the Niskriyam. In that pure, infinite self, being its infinite, there is nothing to be gained. Therefore, there is no Kriya in it. Niskriyam. Then Shantam, the absolute peace, undisturbed. Shantam. Ekam, that such thing is one, and one without second, therefore Advaya. These words are so important to contemplate upon, and that self will be of this type. Are you interested? And even to show interest, the glory of it in comparison to the life which we are living through the upadhi has to be understood and accepted. सच वन अलोन कैन सीक इट, है ना. चीज कोई कितने भी महान हो, वो महानता हमको एक्सेप्ट होना है कि ये महान है, तभी जाकर हम उसके लिए काम करते. Isn't it? Like the medicine is a great science, but it is not appealing to me as great, so I will not go for it. It is great, isn't it? So too, this pratyastamita sarva vishesha sthiti of Niranjanam, Nirmalam, Niskriyam, Shantam, Ekam, Advaitam is a beautiful state. But in my maturity, है ना, मेरे को कोई भोग मिल गए तो इंद्रियों के स्थाई पे वो काफी है. After having that bhoga, I get a good sleep, that is enough for me. And while sleeping and enjoying, nobody should question me. Nobody should stop me. So this is what is my state. To such person of worldliness, how can this higher truth be appealing? 99% people do not become spiritual only because of this non-thinking, that they think what they are living alone is greater. Is nothing greater, isn't it? Shastra Dhenam, examples of the great saints and sages, will inspire us in accepting that great state and it being great. Then our desire for it day by day has to grow. It should become so strong that we are restless. And to reach to that goal, any sacrifice we are ready to do, any sadhana we are ready to do. तब जाकर रियल जेन्युइन साधना हमारे द्वारा होने लगता. So nirmalam, nishkriyam, shantam, ekam, advayam. And how do we reach to that? This is sadhana. Neti neti iti. नेति नेति इति सर्व विशेष अपोह संवेद्य. सारे विशेषों का अपोह करने से सम्यक रूप से वो जाना जाता है. In a very absolute experiential way, that is known when all the visheshas are apoha. And to make us do the apoha of all the visheshas, a beautiful sequence of thoughts Bhagavan Shankara is telling us here. Sarva Vishesha Apoha Samvedya. All specificities, when they are rejected, then the non-specific, the Niranjana, Nirmala, Nirvishesha, Nirupadika Atman is Samvedyam experience. Remember, enchanted by the ornaments, because they can be used. Earring in the ears, nose in the nose, finger ring in the finger, the bangles in the hands, waistband, because of enchantment with them. And we are so much attached to them. We must know that every other ornament is basically nothing but the gold, in which there is no earring, there is no finger ring, there is no nose ring, etc. Enchanted by the ornamentation, we feel frightened about the Nirupadika gold, not knowing that from that Nirupadika, Vishesharahita, gold only, all these things that are appearing now have come. If somebody understands it, will he have fear to own the gold? Because इसी से सारे आभूषण बन रहे. In the same way, How much enchanting the world you may be seeing it, getting lost in it, and are afraid of reaching the truth at the cost of this. The fact is, the whole world, what you are seeing is expression on that only, superimposition on that truth only, that reality only. Isn't it? Like, in some of the movies they show somebody from the town comes to village to meet a huge Asami, bada, you know. Then he asked that old man sitting there doing some work, कहाँ है तुम्हारे सारे बंगले का इसका मालिक? Hmm. I want to talk to him and all that. He's seen everything and all. And when that person, unassuming, old clothes, torn clothes, just doing that work, when he says, I am that owner, it will be so surprising. He is unassumed, he is not seen, but he is the owner of everything. So to the pure Brahman, unseen, unassumed, without Visheshas, but he is the support of all Visheshas. That's why in the world also, those who are normal, unassumed, they are the great achievers and contributors. जो नौटंकीबाज होते हैं ना, वो कुछ ही करते हैं, कुछ करते ही नहीं ज़्यादा. In our today's Indian government, 90% are there very simple backgrounded ones. If you see in the ISRO, I am surprised to see them. 80% of them have come from such a middle class, lower middle class only. In army, if you go, except few things, all of them are from the what background? I'm just telling only examples. That something glittering need not be gold. All that glitters is not gold. In the same way, upadhis give us upadhi sukha, but nirupadhika atma is the cause of all these upadhis. About how much sukha shanti will be there in that. That is why the deep thinking regarding what life we are living now and what are the shortcomings in that we have to have. Then only we know it is not so great. Then the deep thinking about the state of self. Like Niranjanam, Nirvikalpam, Niskriyam, Shantam, Ekam, Advait. The glory of those words, when you understand meaning of those words, through that, the glory of the self, when we understand, then we opt for it. For that only we are studying Shastras daily. So, this Paramatma is Pratyastamita Sarva Upadi Vishesha. And by him is in own nature Niranjana, Nirmala, Niskriya, Shanta, Eka, Advaya. And he is achieved by Sarva Vishesha Apoha. And how do you do the Apoha, the rejection of the Sarva Vishesha? Neti, Neti, Neti. In that way, when done, he is Samved. So what do we do on the Sita meditation to know the self? All the Vishesham ka apoho karte rehne se the Nirvishesha Paramatma हमको मिलेगा. So Neti Neti iti Sarva Vishesha Apoha Samvedyam. Okay. Then that's what we were telling in the introduction also today. Sarva Shabda Pratyaya Agocharam. Sarva Shabda. Shabda means words. Pratyaya means thoughts. Sarva Shabda, Sarva Pratyaya Agocharam. Pratyaya means concept. So neither the Shabdas nor any intellectual concepts can comprehend it. But still it is there. Very great. When one reaches there, the bliss is so infinite. He is freed from all bondages. Now that Brahman Atman alone, okay, through the various upadhis or conditionings, from within only all those upadhis, like where from the shape and name, shape of the wave coming in the water, from within the water only coming. From the water only the waveness came. And through the wave, the water is conditioned as if it is a wave. In the same way, now in the whole paragraph is going to tell us how that pure Brahman alone is the samashti with all its glories, and vyashti with all its glories or limitations. And from the samashti to vyashti, the intermediate stages, whatever are there, all of that is that one truth only. When we know this, then one thing will happen is what? All these are other than the truth, that ignorance goes away. Second is what? The truth is real, real. These are all not real. That clarity comes. After that only, seeking the truth at the cost of these will happen in us. Seeking. And if we don't seek it, then we don't go for it. Even if it is given, we will not take, because उसका महिमा महात्म्य हमें अभी accept नहीं हुआ. But through this understanding, द नेक्स्ट पैरा में जो कह रहे हैं, ये पूरा पैरा हमको पता होगा कि सारा उन्हीं के ही एक्सप्रेशन है, उनके बिना ये कुछ भी नहीं है. Let us see what are they. So tad atyanta tad, that Brahman alone, atyanta vishuddha prajna upadhi sambandhena, अत्यंत विशुद्ध प्रज्ञा उपाधि के संबंध से, in relation through conditioned by अत्यंत विशुद्ध उपाधि, अत्यंत इमैक्युलेट विशुद्ध उपाधि, शुद्ध सत्व गुण, वो वाला उपाधि से, that तद ब्रह्मन ओनली, that निरंजनम निर्मलम निष्क्रियम शांतम एकम अद्वयम प्रत्यस्तमित सर्व विशेष उपाधि, and that which is experienced by sarva vishesha apoha through neti neti, that Brahman alone, through the atyanta vishuddha upadhi, atyanta vishuddha prajna upadhi, atyanta vishuddha prajna, pure prajna, even the thought level has it has not come to pure prajna upadhi ke dwara, he alone is called as sarvagnyam ishwaram. He is called as Sarvagna Ishwar. So the Brahman alone, with the Atyanta Vishuddha Prajna Upadhi, he is called as Sarvagna Ishwar. So who is the Sarvagna Ishwara? Parabrahman, but with Atyanta Vishuddha Prajna Upadhi. Vishuddha Prajna Upadhi. Say, he is called as Ishwaram. And he is the one Sarva Sadharana Avyakruta Jagat Bija Pravartakam. सर्वसाधारण अव्याकृत जगत बीज प्रवर्तकम. So you see the jagat has millions of names and forms. Before they are expressed as millions of names and forms, they were all in the bija avastha. In the bija avastha, this differentiation is not there. That's why it's called as sarva sadharana. Like a doctor, lawyer, engineer, a police officer, or talking in their own language of their own professions, specific each. But in one room, when all of them sleep, in that nidra avastha, bija avastha, is there any expression of the visheshanas? Sarva sadharana ho jata hai. That is the meaning of here, sarva sadharana and unmanifest. Therefore, avyakruta means bija avastha. Avyakruta jagat bija pravartakam. So that Ishvara is the pravartaka. He is the one who is the bija for the specific jagat, which is later on going to be expressed in differentiated specified form. उससे पहले वाला सर्वसाधारण बीज. From the sarvasādhārana, then different. Every example you can take, like wood. In it, the sarvasādhārana bijam is there. Because of which only from the wood, a part you make as a chair, another part as table, etc. Again in the chair, a part is the back support, another part is the hands, another part is the legs. Specify होते जा रहे हैं वो. But before becoming specified, is it not having the bija, the sarvasādhārana bija for all of them? Like I have a speech. So the speaking ability is sarvasādhārana bija it is. Then when it is coming out of the mouth, Vishesha Rupena, it is expressing as different languages, different words, etc. A mud. Sarva Sadharana बीज है उसमें. From that only, मैंने पॉट बनाए, गमला बनाए, वो भी छोटा और बड़ा, गोल शेप का, ऐसा वाला शेप का. They're all Visheshas later on. So for all the Visheshas, the Sadharana Bijam called as Avyakritam, that is what is that Sarvagna Ishvara Sthiti. That's what is said here. Tad atyanta vishuddha prajna upadi sambandhena sarvagnam ishwaram. Sarva sadharana avyakruta jagat bija pravartakam. And he alone is niyantrutvat antaryami sanyam bhavati. He being the niyanta, he is called as antaryami. अंदर रहकर सबका वो नियंता कर बनते हैं by becoming the pravartaka. Means the सर्वसाधारण बीज प्रवर्तक. सर्वसाधारण बीज है और उन्हीं से सब कुछ होते हैं. Therefore he is called as niyanta. Okay. So he is the antaryami sthiti. So what is the upadhi? Upadhi is atyanta vishuddha prajna is the upadhi. And the expression is what? Sarvajnatva. How is Sarvajna? By being Antaryami. How is an Antaryami? Because Sarva Sadharana Avyakruta Jagat Bija Pravartakam. He is a Pravartaka for the Jagat by being the Avyakruta Sarva Sadharana Bija. Avyakruta unmanifest. Sarva for all of them. Sadharana non-differentiated. Bija the seed. He is the non-differentiated seed. Sarva Sadharana Bijam. Then it has not yet manifested. Therefore, it's called as Avyakruta. Bijam is seed. Avyakruta is unmanifest. Sarva Sadharana is homogeneous. Homogeneous, unmanifest, common seed of the entire Jagat. Is that Upadhi of the Ishwar. That being in everything as Antaryami. यही थोड़ा पकड़ में आना चाहिए. He being the Antaryami in every of the being, he therefore is called as Sarveshwara Sarvagnaha Niyanta. Okay now? Niyantrutvat Antaryami Sanyam Bhavati. Being inside, he does the niyamanam of everything. Therefore he is called as Antaryami. Or by being Antaryami, he is the Niyanta. Like the gold is the niyanta of all ornaments because of it being the Sarva Antaryami. गोल्ड इज नियंता है क्योंकि अंतर्यामी है. क्योंकि गोल्ड निकाल दी तो दिस नो ऑर्नामेंट. इन द सेम वे द सर्वसाधारण अव्याकृत बीज is the antaryami of every specific expression. Therefore, it becomes niyanta. This is what is position of the Ishvara, please. Then same itself from the avyakrita, when it comes to the vyakrita sthiti, okay, of that upadhi, tad eva vyakruta jagat bija bhuta buddhi atma abhimana lakshana hiranyagarbha sanyam bhavati. From the most unmanifest to subtly manifest sthiti, then the upadhi comes to, and through that upadhi, the same Parabrahman is called as the Hiranyagarbha. So Antaryami, Sarvagnya, Ishvara is the Sarvaniyanta because of being Antaryami. At that time, his expression is, upadhi expression is Avyakta Avyakruta. Vishuddha upadhi. Same that matter, same that upadhi, same that Maya, Shakti or Prakriti, when it becomes subtly manifest at the totality level, through that same Sarvagna Ishvara is called as Hiranyagarbha. Okay. Then Tadeva Vyakruta Jagat Bija Bhuta Buddhi Atma Abhimana Lakshana Hiranyagarbha Sanyam Bhavati. ये alone is Hiranyagarbha. All samashti सृष्टि कैसी बन रही है बता रहे. So the pure Parabrahman, Nirupadika Nirvishesha. He alone, from himself only the Upadi, when it is Shuddha Upadi, which is the Antaryami of everything, therefore Niyanta, through that he is called as Sarvagni Ishvara. Same, the Avyakta, Avyakruta Upadi, when it becomes Sukshma Vyakta, subtly manifest. Like when I am talking a word to you, it is a gross manifestation. Before that, it was in the mind, in the subtle manifestation. And before that, where was it? It was unmanifest. अव्यक्त बोलते, अव्यक्त, सूक्ष्म व्यक्त, स्थूल व्यक्त. So through the avyakta upadhi, he alone is Ishvara. Through the sukshma upadhi, he alone is Hiranyagarbha. Tadeva vyakruta jagat bija bhuta buddhyatma avimana lakshana Hiranyagarbha sangyam bhavati. Tadeva, he alone, antaha anda udbhuta prathama sharira upadhimat virat prajapati sangyam bhavati. He alone, when the upadhi becomes gross and infinite, through that infinite gross upadhi, he alone becomes Virat Purusha. तो स्थूल उपाधि से विराट पुरुष, सूक्ष्म उपाधि से हिरण्यगर्भ, कारण उपाधि से ईश्वर. Who? That one Parabrahman only. Understood? All these knowledges will strengthen about he being the reality. And all of them are he only conditionally expressed. Therefore, neither conditions nor the conditional expressions are greater than the unconditional Paramatma. If this clicks to us, then we seek the unconditional Paramatma. And for that, neti neti karke, sare conditions ya vishesham ko, when we reject, we discover it. When we discover it is Niranjanam, Nirmalam, Niskriyam, Shantam, Ekam, Advaitam, Sarva Upadi Pratyasthamita. That is the self. Infinite. I am that. You know the feeling that I don't have even a scooter to travel. I am an individual, but scooter भी नहीं है, बस में लटक के जाना पड़ रहा है. But somehow कुछ करके 10 साल के you have 20 cars. You are not traveling any of the car, but the feeling, I am the owner of all. In the same way, लटक रहे हैं हम इस एक बाड़ी में सफर करते हुए. Imagine the experience, I am the self in all. What a मजा आएगा उसका. ये वाली बात है. तो we'll continue tomorrow. We have seen 3. Virat, Hiranyagarbha, Ishvara are nothing but the expression of Parabrahman through Atyanta Shuddha Upadhi, Avyakta, then the Sukshma Vyakta, then Stula Vyakta Upadhi. And in that only, again, the Veshtis are there. All the Veshti are the expression of Samashti only. Now, this knowledge, as many times we listen and shake our head and contemplate and understand and accept, our whole orientation, vision of life changes. Slow process, it will happen. Om, 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 Om. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Parama Rushibhyo Namaha Parabrahmane Namaha Shruti Tatsat Brahmarpanamastu. Okay. Thank you. Wonderful.